Toxic friendships and toxic relationships should just be they really should, like, they're not needed, and they cause you so much stress, don't they, Loverly Peacefuls? They cause you so much stress. I've come across so many people who have dealt with toxic friendships, toxic relationships, and what's causing them stress are a few things that I've noticed. I mean, it's super important to live a stress-free life, a life that invokes more peace, creating that peace within your life, and you have every right to just cut people off if they need to be cut off. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you the signs of a toxic friendship and or toxic relationship, and giving you the tools that you need to actually get rid of them so you can stop binge eating, so you can stop feeling disempowered and scared of conflict with these people. But before I continue, for those who don't know me, I'm Avi Unfiltered, international best-selling author of the Power of Why book, international speaker, holistic health coach, spiritual healer, and I teach professional women how to get rid of their stress through nutrition, spirituality, and lifestyle changes. And this video is no different. I'm utilizing those very same methods to help you in terms of toxic friendships and toxic relationships. I can't tell you how many times I've encountered this. I've pretty much always had high standards and high boundaries, and I've always let those boundaries and standards be known, even, in high school or middle school or elementary school. I went into college, adulthood, everywhere. I went into elementary school, middle school, high school, college, adulthood, letting people know I like loyal people. I like, people who don't lie. I like these kinds of people. And you know why? Because I was involved in traumatic situations at a very, very young age. And I know some people deal with trauma differently. Some people don't really know how to set boundaries. But from that situation, I told myself, this is not what you're going to deal with. So from an early age, I kind of had a zero BS tolerance for anything that was not peaceful. So I made that known by using my words. I made it known by my actions. And this is what I want to share with you how to do today. So if you're already loving this video, make sure that you're subscribed, you like it, you give it a thumbs up, you share it with people who can truly benefit from this video, because I know so many people can benefit from this video, and hit the notification bell for more of my weekly videos that I will attempt to do. I have to follow my spirit on things. I don't do this corporate thing where you gotta post every single week. I have to follow my spirit, and life happens. So hopefully it'll be next week. So yeah, I've encountered that, and I saw a lot of backstabbing in my life, and I just found it so comical and actually used to cringe, because I was like, I don't know how people can do that. I don't understand how people can not like a person but still talk to them, still be in their vicinity. Me, I just cut people off that I don't like, because that's a bad vibe. So I'm kind of looking at people like, you're definitely not empathic, you're definitely not hypersensitive, and you definitely are not sensitive to other people's energies, because I just can't be fake. I mean, that makes me feel all imbalanced, and I don't like it. Let me know if it makes you feel imbalanced too. It makes me feel really imbalanced. I just can't do it. So I let my boundaries be known. So the first thing you want to do, so in terms of toxic friendships and toxic relationships, the first sign in a toxic friendship, okay, I'll start with the friendship. The first sign that you're in a toxic friendship is when a friend does not support you, whether that's your business or they don't support you. Like, let's say you went to the hospital, they don't visit you. Let's say you're sick, they don't call you. Let's say you're in a bind, they don't offer you a ride, they don't offer you anything. Now, I know people think differently, but I'm just not with the societal norms that you make your bed, you lie in it. Sometimes people do struggle and they do need a helping hand sometimes. So if you have a friend that does none of those things, that is the first sign of a toxic friend, okay? The first sign of a toxic relationship is the same as well. You know, someone who does not support you, someone who's not supportive. So they're basically the same. Toxic friendship, toxic relationship. The person you're with, they don't support you. They don't support your endeavors. They may even, you know, put down what you're doing. They may say it's stupid, or even if they don't say it, they may show that it is by not supporting it. Maybe they don't share it with their friends. Maybe they don't tell their family about it. They just do nothing. They don't invest in you. They don't invest in it. That's the first sign of a toxic relationship and a toxic friendship. With me, you would just get cut off so fast. I'm a very supportive person. If I don't agree with what you're doing, I'm supportive in other ways. Like, obviously, if you're selling Snickers, I'm not going to support that. I'm just not going to do that. If you're telling people to go get, you know, the shot that everyone's getting, I'm not going to support that. That's not me. So, however, if it's something that's in line with who I am as a person, I will absolutely support that. So that's number one. They don't show you any support. Number two, a sign of toxic friends. I would say it's toxic friends in relationship is how you feel around them. If you're nervous around your significant other, or if you're nervous around a friend, or you not necessarily nervous, but you just feel uneasy and anxious, listen to your gut about it, okay? And if you're close to that friend, or, you know, you may want to have a conversation with them and say, hey, I'm feeling a little uneasy. Can we have a discussion? You know, can we talk about this? Because I have been feeling like this. I don't feel like this around everybody, but I feel like this with you. And I just feel like there's something a little off. How do you feel? You know, leave the conversation open, but present your ideas to them. Most likely, if you're feeling that, something is off with that person. So if your feeling is off, you know, that's what I would go with, but I would have a conversation. I wouldn't necessarily cut people off for a feeling. You do need evidence. A lot of times when I have a bad feeling, I always get evidence for it after, and then I make my decision to cut that person off. So number three is they talk about you to other people. So this is like a no-brainer, but sometimes you don't hear that they don't necessarily tell you that they're talking about you to other people, but you will end up hearing about it. That always happens with me. I'll always catch someone either, I used to, not now because they're all cut off. I used to catch people posting subliminals, and I was like, okay, it's not really, you know, I was like, okay, you know, then I would confront them. Oh, no, that's not what it was. And I would still cut them off because my spirit already knew. Whether it's subliminals or it just gets back to you, you definitely want to cut that person off. So if this person is, I would say, not only gossiping about you, but they just gossip about other people a lot, and then they go and talk to those people. Like if you have a significant other who talks about other people and they talk to those people, you may want to question that person, because that's a bit fake to me. If you're friends with someone who talks about other people and you see them talking with people, that's a blaring sign that they're probably talking about you. I don't know how people do the arm's length friendship. Either you're not a friend, and I'm not going to tell you a lot of my personal shiz, because you can't really say too much on YouTube. DAMNIT. Either that, or, you know, I'm not going to consider you, you know, a friend at all. So I would say just limit what you say to that person, or just cut them off, like I say. And we're gonna get into how to cut people off. So those are the three blaring signs. The fourth sign is when your friend belittles you, which was kind of in the first one. If they show any signs of jealousy, and a lot of jealousy comes in many forms. It could be that they, you know, don't really invite you places, or if they don't share what you're doing with other people, they don't share you with other people. Like no one knows who you are because you're just this amazing person, and they know you're amazing, and they don't want other people to know you're amazing because, you know, they want to seem amazing. Then you definitely want to reconsider this. I've seen significant others jealous of the other. I've also seen, you know, friendships jealous of the other. And the way you can spot jealousy is if they, again, belittle what you're doing. If they, what's another sign of jealousy? Because I cut off all jealous people. They try to compete with what you're doing. Those are really the main signs. Or they'll pick at something. They'll just pick at you. You're minding your business and they pick at you. Oh, this used to happen to me all the time. All the time. When people pick at you, just know you're doing something right, because they're not going to pick at someone who's doing something wrong. I mean, it's not going to bother them. They'll pick on any single thing. So you just want to watch out for that, okay? So those are the signs of toxic friends and toxic relationships. So how can you actually set boundaries with these people and keep them at bay? You're gonna want to grab my You Are the Interviewer cheat sheet, and I want to hear from you. If you're currently dealing with toxic friendships, toxic relationships, grab my You Are the Interviewer cheat sheet so you can, set clear boundaries. Set clear boundaries with yourself and with other people. So you want to do that. You also want to let people know up front what your boundaries are. Like, let's say you went on a date with certain people. Let them know you like loyal people. And if they're disloyal, cut them off. They already know what you know. You know, some people try to like push your buttons on purpose. If you push my buttons on purpose, you're just gonna get cut off. Like I told you what it was at the beginning. Same with friends. Like if they don't hear you the first time, you gotta show them. Sometimes it just takes you not speaking to them. Sometimes it takes you just letting them know like, hey, I don't think this is gonna work out. I have more of a conversational technique on my podcast episode that I'll link in the description box below. So definitely take a look at that sheet. It's totally free, and so is the podcast. And let me know if you're currently dealing with this. And I hope you all have a stress-free, toxic-free day. Loverly Peacefuls. I'll see you in the next video.